When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Makes the catch. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's the handoff. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Found the seam on the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 35. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. The Bruins in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, pass the marker. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They'll try the run. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the outside. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Pressure coming. Got it behind the line. It's Woods. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. Finds a little space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Fakes the grab on the left.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Keeps looking downfield. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Woods. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Gonna look downfield again. He's got it. And he was pushed pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Trying to barge in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Steps away to find some room. He's in open space downfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Buying some time as he moves left. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Got his man. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Quarterback now breaking the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell he just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get. He's going to throw deep right side. Caught at the 25. Touchdown Wolverines. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, running back gets the give. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking down the left side. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The option look. Now the pitch. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He'll get rid of it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hoffman. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Jones.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the returner goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great.
He wants to go deep. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short term, he lofts one down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
But you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Okay, ready? Set.
Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Denson. He's looking deep. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get them, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
After almost housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. Gets the back moving. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So here comes the Michigan offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better. There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, this guy's exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Scanning the field, it's Denson. Unloads to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Well, it's 3rd and short, and the offense is trying to go outside with the toss play, but too much speed defensively, forcing 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He fires a bullet to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got it on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground, but there's not much left. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee. some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Gentry. Got his man quickly. It's a seam wide open. They'll bring him down as he bulks up.